The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready, set. 54. Mike, 54. Watch the run. Hey, echo.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Squeeze, double. 54's Mike, 54's Mike. Check, watch the now.
On 1st and 10, Gordon. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check, pilot, 64, weak, crouch. Kill. Hey, seam 6. Hey, watch that. Check, Mike, 54. Mike, let's go.
To throw again, Gordon. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Hey, Charlie.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Gordon. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards that time. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Hey, Mike 7. Mike 54. Mike 54. Get that quarterback. And all come.
Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Bravo. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Shoot.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gordon. Incomplete to Anderson. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 22-yard line. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this 1st drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
On the ready.
Mike's by 4. Exit.
Five.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54.
Mike 5.
On 1st down, Gordon. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Yes.
Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike. Go. Hey, Delta.
54.
Throwing again. Gordon. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Let's go now. 30 base.
You ain't got nothing.
Yep.
Motion. Mike 40, Mike 40. Check. He's coming.
Go.
Giving him nothing today. 40's Mike. 40's Mike.
Lee Griffin.
Operating from the gun. Gordon. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 25 on second down, Mayfield under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Good. 180.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Check Mike. Here we go.
One touch.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Our first update now comes from Atlanta, and it's the NFC champs, the Falcons, that have moved out to an early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, but it's going to be 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Hey, wahoo! Ready?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Gordon. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Here we go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Hey!
Motion.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Hey, we have that.
From the gun, Gordon. And that will be incomplete as well. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They've just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
First down.
Good. 180.
Cut, cut, cut. Check safety, check safety.
Run, run, run. Run, run, run.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Now Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking to go back to Sutton there, and that'll bring up second down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Number 7, Ravens nothing.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. This is Scarborough. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey. 48 for Mike.
Real.
Mike, 48.
From the gun, Mayfield towards the end zone for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Well, they went for all the marbles there on that long pass. He caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds.
So difficult, isn't it? Because you have so many things you're going through on that play, trying to get open, trying to catch the ball, and still get your feet down to complete the process of the play. Not successful on that attempt.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This will be play number 7 on the drive, 3rd and a yard. Now Scarborough. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Watch the curve.
First down, Mayfield. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Here's Mayfield. He completes this to Sutton. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Check. Hey, look, 48. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. Watch the run. Wide. Get wide.
Mayfield looks to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Geno Atkins got home that time.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Hey, Haywood. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hey, Orvin. Yo,
2nd and 5. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Great.
54. Mike 54. He don't know no better.
On 3rd down, Richard. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
Here we go.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's good for Bengals. First down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On the ground, Richard. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It was Anthony Averett who got him down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Look at me, zipper! Hey, Echo! 5!
Operating from the gun, Gordon. Goodwin able to haul it in. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
60 Pittsburgh.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Shit.
80 weapon. Hit it.
They'll run on 1st down. Richard. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Record. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Tackles.
Defense.
To throw on 2nd down. Gordon. Flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Mayfield to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board. The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The Ravens send their punter out now, standing just outside his own goal line. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
A final shot before break. Gordon, he's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield got a man open. It's Sutton. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Check 13, check 13.
Christian travel. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Now they'll run it with Scarborough, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Regular. 48 to Mike. You don't want none of that. Pick up the ball. Mike.
Hey, Charlie.
48 Mike. 48 Mike. I'm scared.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Ready up.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Hey, high 7.
Squeeze. You ain't going nowhere.
Ready.
Throwing on 1st down. Gordon. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
This is Richard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Bravo.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Gordon completes it to Davis. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike, buzz.
You're not ready. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Bandit. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
2nd and 4. This one caught by Davis. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Check 52. Go.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Crunch time, defense.
Hey, exit. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Switch up.
Looking to throw. Gordon. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Watch the 6-6. Pull it high.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They run for it with Mixon. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Let's go.
Hey, Delta.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Mike 5-4. Mike 5.
Back to throw. Gordon. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Ready, set.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
We own them. We own them.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
61, matchbox lights. Lead river.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Back now in Cincinnati. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Go.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. So we got man.
Get it.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Down to lose 1. Hey, watch that. Check Mike.
Go.
Mike 54. I got him.
Hey, wahoo. Ready.
From the gun, Gordon. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Point after, up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Mayfield now. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. And again, it's Mayfield. He's got Smith here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Mayfield now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Traquan Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
Hey, alert 33. Hey, Alpha.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On 1st down, Richard. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Earl Thomas in on the stop. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gordon, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Bengals on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Operating from the gun. Gordon. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Jim. Slip. Done.
2nd and 5 now. Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack by Jordan Willis.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Alert!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Hey, echo.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch me.
To throw on 2nd down. Gordon. And his throw here's incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, they'll likely put an end to this thing. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you, these division games, never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game, on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for Baltimore, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With this game, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you